Hi, I'm John. This is my show, Orange is the New Black Cards. So this is the page of Neo Cards and Comics, right? I'm going to expose him as a fraud. He's a fraud. He doesn't have any fucking talent. He's really fucking stupid. And actually, he's actually a really evil person. That's why he is what he is. And that's why the stupid crap words come out of his mouth. So first of all, I could just mention that, oh, I'm going to give you my weekly update and shit, right? So he shows this like market mover stuff. Look at the lines down here, then the line went up here, then the line went down here. Okay, that tracks no sales that takes place at a card show. Nothing. It tracks no trades that takes place between person to person. Tracks no sales that takes place at a local card shop. Tracks none of that shit. So how can this possibly be an accurate representation of what's actually taking place in the card world? It's not, and that's why this fucker's an idiot to think that he can come on here and think that this is actually quality content and that he's some form of giving good advice to the sports card community. You're a fucking fraud, dude. You got no fucking talent. You're stupid as fuck. That's why you fucking come in here and do this shit you do, and you will never stand up to me. And that's what's so funny. That's what I like, actually, is that you guys are so fucking weak and pathetic. I can come out here and bitch slap you fucking losers around and you will never fucking stand up to me because you're a fucking joke. Now let me show you what a fraud is, and I'm going to explain the bigger picture and the process of what's taking place here, right? So this is his video he just released today. Listen to this.
Is the GaryVee stuff with Veefriends and Zero Cool and the Luber and all that jazz, and boy are people mad about that thing. Holy smokes. I have thoughts. I think I might just record a separate video on it, to be honest. But it's not for us. I don't know why a lot of sports cards people are getting super mad about this. It's not a product designed for us. Because I'm Carlos did an excellent video on this. I would highly recommend you go check it out. Really good content creator, but did a fantastic video, and I echo a lot of his thoughts.
Okay, so fuck because I'm Carlos. Fuck because I'm Carlos. He's a fucking loser too. He's a loser out here, willing to come out here and say any kind of fucking stupid bullshit so he can be a YouTube content creator and he can be in on the in crowd and shit, right? Fuck all you stupid motherfuckers. You don't have the balls to fucking come out here and speak your fucking mind. You guys are fucking pussy ass bitches. You're fucking all fucking losers. Fuck all you. So here's fucking Neo saying, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, that product's not even for us and shit, right? Oh, really? Okay. Let's listen. Let's get it from the fucking horse's mouth. Is this product fucking designed and created for the card community or not?
Yeah, so for people in the card world, you'll recognize this because this is premium stuff.
So, who's the first person that he identifies is going to recognize and associate with this fucking product? Oh, the people in the card world. So you're trying to tell me this is not for us? You're trying to tell me that when he was creating this, that he wasn't thinking and designing it, thinking about the card world people, and that these are patterned after sports cards? Oh, but Neo, this isn't for us. This isn't for us. Then why are they fucking emulating what's taking place in the card world? You stupid motherfucker. And I could just go on and on and on showing you fucking shit. But you're just gonna come out here and spout some fucking crap out of your mouth. This isn't for us. Why is everybody getting so excited? This isn't for us. No, nothing is for you, fucking Neo. You small brain fucking little dick piece of shit motherfucker. You're a fucking loser. You will come out here and say whatever you want in a nice tone. You think just because you talk in a nice tone that makes you qualified to fucking come out here and speak your fucking mind. You have no fucking mind. You have no fucking soul. You're a total fucking fraud loser who comes out here and sucks fucking cock of the fucking content creators so you can be on in the in crowd because you were a loser. You were never part of the in crowd fucking in high school. You were always a fucking dork. You never could play sports. You couldn't compete athletically, you couldn't compete mentally, you can't compete spiritually, you can't compete off of your looks. You were always a fucking loser your whole fucking life. Now this fucking world came up and they allowed you to have a voice in here, and you will do nothing to offend anybody because this is the only place where you feel like you're special. You're not special. You're here spouting crap. You're a fucking loser. Now let me show you something more. Now, everybody should understand the overall picture of what this fucking V-Friends is, right? It's this positive message shit. And this is the bigger picture of that I hate about it, is the positive message thing, because Gary Vee's not a fucking good person. He's out for the buck. He'll fucking lay waste to anybody who fucking stands in his waist. He doesn't care about you and the fucking ramifications of what it has on your family. He doesn't fucking care. He absolutely does not care that there's somebody out there addicted to cards that thinks they're going to make a fucking killing off of this shit, and they spend the money that they should have been saving up for their fucking kids' college fucking education. They spend it on the fucking box of V-Friends, and then by the time the kid goes to college, the box is worthless. Do you think Gary Vee cares about that? He doesn't fucking care at all. He's not a fucking good person. He's not in a place to be coming out giving this positive message bullshit of what he's saying. Now, this is the bigger picture of what I'm saying about the positive message shit, this woke culture that's taking place in our modern society. Gary Vee has OCD. And if Gary Vee was back in elementary school as a kid with that OCD, all it would have taken is one fucking teacher that had attitude, that if we were in this modern world, right? You get one of these teachers who identifies him as has an OCD, and that gives them a right to attack that fucking kid. So if that kid did anything, if they looked wrong, if they acted wrong, if they said something wrong, whatever it was, that teacher then would be qualified to send that fucking kid to this principal. They would make that fucking kid see some kind of psychologist. That kid would then be prescribed fucking drugs to take away his OCD. Now, if that's what would have happened to Gary Vee, because he's got OCD. Now watch his hands. If you don't understand what OCD is, watch Gary Vee's hands.
Mike Rubin and I started a company, and we were able to acquire the licenses for baseball, basketball.
So he's moving his hands. He's got OCD.
Profound.
No, well, you'll see more of it too. See, he's got OCD. Now, and they start picking his fingers. When they start picking at their fingers like that, they're like really bad. That's real bad OCD.
For all the important people in the world.
He can't stop doing it. Okay, so he can't stop doing it. That's something that would have irritated a teacher. When he was a kid back in elementary school, kids speak up, especially OCD kids. Then they say, you're disruptive to the fucking class. Because this modern world that we have where they're pushing all this positive fucking agenda, what they've deemed is that these kids that have OCD are disruptive to the fucking norm that they're trying to create, because they're trying to create slaves and shit who will follow in orders, just like a Neo. Good little doggy, Neo. You're a good little doggy, Neo. Fetch. Neo goes and fetches. Okay, sit up. Fetch. There you go. Here's your treat. Good little doggy, Neo, right? So that's this bullshit world of what they're fucking trying to create. And part of the way they're creating it is these positive messages of what Gary Vee is promoting on these fucking boxes. Okay, but the reality of the world is that positive message agenda, the real world applications, means that these teachers get to identify these fucking destructive children in the classroom who have got OCD, which Gary Vee would have been one of those fucking kids. He's sabotaging his own fucking soul, the nature of the being of what he is. He's sabotaging himself to allow these kids to be victimized by this fucking product. There's a much bigger picture at fucking play, but fucking stupid Neo, this isn't for us. I don't even know why you guys are so care. Why do you care about this? Because we care about the world. So now, the other thing is Neo's, from what I understand, Neo's he's just some kind of distributor for drugs for the pharmaceutical companies, okay? Now you could come up with a fancy title, but Neo's a drug dealer. He's a drug dealer. Flat out, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Neo's a legal drug dealer for the pharmaceutical companies. He's a drug dealer. He deals drugs. He's a drug dealer. Now, how many people out there have gotten addictive from fucking drugs that he's done? How many people have had side effects that have fucked those people up because of drugs that he's been dealing? You know, how many people have overdosed and died because of drugs he's dealing? Does he carry any of the burden of that? Hell no, he doesn't, because he's a bad person. He goes and makes a profit off it. Look at all the pretty little toys I buy from my drug dealing efforts. He's a drug dealer. So now what would have happened to fucking little fucking Gary Vaynerchuk when he was in school with his OCD? If he was living in this woke culture bullshit with all this positive messages, he would have been identified as a disruptive child to the class. They would have sent him to go see some kind of psychologist person who medicates that kid. Then the kid would have been medicated from drugs that was being distributed by fucking Neo. Neo would have been the drug dealer supplying the fucking drugs to the fucking school so that the school could fucking dose these kids out and get them all turned hooked on fucking drugs. But Neo don't care about that. He doesn't think that this has anything to do with anything. So why do we have a right to complain? Because it's bullshit. And Neo comes out here thinking he's some kind of quality fucking content creator. Thinks, oh, because I'm Carlos, oh, he's a great content creator. Fuck all these losers who are not willing to speak up and identify the real fucking problems in the world and to fucking call it out. Fuck all you.